and welcome to the video on basic statistics and AP biology. I'm going to do this video and then I'm going to take like the longest nap ever. So let's get started. So, in statistics, there are sort of three main calculations that are done, and they're called mean, median, and mode. We're going to take a look at how to calculate these and what these mean using a set of test scores, which is obviously not from my class, given the number of scores in the 90s. And also, there seems to a lot of people have gotten a 79, and that's slightly suspicious. But anyway, so we're going to go through these and talk about the calculations of mean, median, and mode. Usually on the AP exam, you don't have to calculate these, maybe the mean, but usually they don't make you calculate the mean, median, and mode. But for the SAT, which is coming up soon, they certainly want you to be able to calculate the mean, median, and mode for a data set. So the mean by far is the easiest, so the mean is the average, okay? And hopefully, if you're a high schooler, you know that to get the average, you add up all the scores and divide by the total. So I have already pre-added up the scores, but you should do it to check sure I'm right. Remember, I'm very tired, so I could have made a mistake. And so when I added up the total scores, all together, I got 1,463. Hopefully that's correct. If it's not, you can fix me later. You can fix it later. And then I counted the number of scores. There, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 kids in this class. And it's obviously not an AP class. And then you take that for 1,463 and divide it by 18, and we get 81.2777. It repeats. And again, if they say round to the nearest tenth, you would round here. Whatever they say to round to. Now, obviously, this is not one of my classes because that average is way too high. All right, now, for the median is the most annoying one to calculate. Okay, the median is the middle score. Okay? So if you remember from any statistics that you've taken, and it seems from like most of your lives that you've taken none, in order to get the middle score, you have to do this really annoying thing, okay? Where you have to arrange the scores, and that's too small. You have to arrange the scores from smallest to largest. Okay? So the smallest score here is 65, and there's a 65 here, a 65 here, and a 65 here. So I'm going to write these down in order of smallest to largest. The next largest score, if I'm looking at this, is 72 right here. I'm going to write that down. And then the next largest, if I look at the data set, is, there's lots of 79s. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 79s. So I got to write down 7 79s, and hopefully I don't run out of room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Alright, then after 79 is 88, I think. Yep, we got 88. And then after 88 is 89. Where are you there? 89. Then after 89, if you look at the data set, there's a 91 here and a 91 here. Obviously, a lot of people getting the same score, slightly suspicious. I need to scroll down for more room. After 91, we have two 94s. So 94, 94. And then last but not least, as I need to scroll down some more, our highest score is 96. Now, you have to find the middle number of this data set, okay? There are a total of 18 scores. And if you divide by 2, 18 divided by 2 is 9. So the middle score is in between the 9th and the 10th score. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the middle score and actually I just realized I need to scroll back up, so let's start that again. I'm not going to redo this, but here we go. So the middle score is this week. Let's recap, I made a mistake. So the total 18 scores. To find the median score, we need to know the score in the middle. So we take 18 and we divide it by 2, and that means the middle score is in somewhere between 9 and 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the middle score is within those two numbers. You'll notice if you count up, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scores above. And if we scroll down, which is annoying, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scores below. So that's why that's the middle score. Most of the time on the AP exam, if you need to do with the median, they'll give you it. So the median here is 79. If this was not both 79, let's say this was 80 or something like that, then you would average the two to get the actual median. So you would do 79 plus 80 and then divide by 2. So the median is the middle score. Okay? Now, the mode is the number that appears most often. And if you notice there are a lot of 79s, there are 7 79s. So the mode here is 79. Okay, now this is the important part. Most of the time, if they give you the median, they're not going to make you calculate the median on the AP exam. But like I said, for the SAT, you need to be able to calculate a median. So the relationship between the median and the mode tells you what kind of data set you have. Okay? So we need to take a look at what it means when you compare the median and the mode. So if you have a negatively skewed data set, what that means is that there's a low score pulling down the data. Like a lot of people scored did well, and then there's a low score pulling out the data. So that'd be like if they added a hyena to our class and they took our test. That would be a low score pulling down our data because, they would definitely not score as well as you guys do. So when that is negatively skewed, okay, and that means there's a low score pulling down the data, what that means is that the median is the mean is less than the median. Remember, this means that there's a low score somewhere down here pulling down the data. Okay? A normal distribution of data, the mean and median are equal. And then last but not least, you have a positively skewed data. And that's when there's like a high score pulling the scores over. And that would be like, say, one of you guys joining my Block 5 class and taking the chemistry test. Okay? So in this case, when there's lots of low scores, and then there's maybe 1 or 2 high scores pulling the mean, when the data is positively skewed, the mean is greater than the median. So if we look at our data set, our data is not really skewed because it's not much greater, but in this case, our mean is a little bit greater. If you look at our mean here, our mean is a little bit greater than our median of 79. So in this case, the data is slightly positively skewed. There's some higher scores pulling the data set over. Okay. So, I'm actually going to upload this video now, because the histogram might take longer than 7 minutes, and these videos can only be 15 minutes long, so we'll be back. On the next video, we're going to talk about histograms, what a histogram is, and a histogram is a way to organize sets of data, and how to make a histogram.